Welcome to another live. Seems like I have marked myself safe from buying another celebrity token that has completely rugged somebody, and people just are just completely surprised, and I can't believe that. Yeezy token. I mean, come on. Like, people actually made money by shorting it, but yep, Jorge, I'm gonna talk about that this evening. I'll be right back. So, people who are getting into crypto, I guess, I mean, I don't know who else this could be. As if the Hawk Tua girl did not teach anybody about celebrity meme tokens. You got people getting absolutely wrecked on the Yeezy meme token. Like, come on, man. Do we really think Kanye West? This is just like the Hawk Tua girl thing. Do we really think Hawk Tua girl, the girl who can't spell her own name, really conspired to make this goofy meme token and then scam people out of it? So the only people that are happy about this is you have people who are shorted this. I wish I would know where they shorted it at, because this would have been a very good short. Once you saw it jumping up like this, like the fact that this is all you're seeing on X right now. Come on, man. Like, so this one says the guy who launched Yeezy token. So is it not Kanye? Like, I thought we didn't have. I mean, I thought we already had a Yeezy token from Kanye. Like, YZY Kanye, oh, the Yeezy token. Yeah. Then now you have the scams coming out. Yep. I'm really hoping that this is just getting blown up for no reason. Like, I really hope there's not that many people that. Yeah. So now you have all the scams come out. So anyway, just another day in the meme coin business, I guess. How's everybody else doing? So let's see. So for those who are in Wingbits, Well, right now I only got 2 people here, so we'll hold out in a second. I don't know what else is really going on. I haven't really when I did my Monday video, it seems like everything was down, right? And no recovery in sight just yet. I guess we haven't had any kind of really big positive news to drive up token price. And yeah, it looks like it sure does look like Bitcoin is still just on that same little tear. Trying to get my screen formatted so I can share it. Tell y'all in my video, when it broke this line, watch out. And this should have been support when you zoom out how far back this line goes. If it broke hard this line, and I told y'all the other day, Monday, if it hits this and bounces off hard, watch out, it's going down. And I called it, which is rare. I will not, I mean, I'll admit that, but you're back down now till, you went from 124,000 to 112,000. Hey, look, it can't always go up. It's going to have to recover at some point. People are going to take profits. It's going to go down. You look at the previous bull runs in the past. It went up, it went down, and eventually went higher and higher. Ethereum has kind of had the same thing. Basically, that same peak up here, rejected off and came down $4,200. That was not as bad. It was at 4,800, so it's only down $600. Solana, basically that same pattern. You look at these, look at this, you look at this, it's all about the same pattern. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, all the same thing. Everything following the same thing. All right, so what Jorge was mentioning earlier, I guess we'll go ahead and jump into that. So I know at one time Wingbits talked about how they were going to drop our tokens, not just what they owed us in refunds, but the tokens that even the tokens that we got during testnet. They were talking about dragging those out over 12 months in different increments and stuff like that. I believe, again, I don't want to be quoted wrong, because I know these guys watch my videos and will send me a PM, friendly PM, if I do get something incorrect. But I think they talked about doing a refund over time too. But basically, they have come out with an announcement. Now, let me backtrack. A lot of y'all probably watching this were not even involved in Wingbits, but in the beginning, with Wingbits, you had to pay for the hexes you wanted to cover. So like me, that was getting kind of expensive, because if I wanted to cover all these hexes in the Gulf of Mexico and across the state of Louisiana, and I was going into Mississippi and even into Texas, North Louisiana, North Mississippi, you were paying like $20 per hex 3 resolution of what you wanted to cover. Now, to be fair, even if you didn't pay for a hex, you got partial rewards in that. And up to 3 different people could purchase that hex. The first 3 people who purchased it, well, they got majority of those rewards, and the people who just covered that hex. And let's be honest, it has some pluses and minuses to it. Some people are going to feel that, hey, if we were still doing it like that, then the people who are having issues with too many owners in certain areas and stuff, that would have kind of resolved it to a point. If you were one of the first ones there and purchased those hexes, then you would have got majority of those rewards. hey, it's a model that didn't work. They abandoned it after a certain point. It looks like November 3rd, 2023 is maybe. But anyway, or February 2024. I don't remember the exact time frame of when that that whole tokenomics stopped. And then you basically we were told we had a choice. Me, I bought, don't quote me on it. That was a long time ago. That was like a year or two ago. But I want to say I bought like 20 hexes, maybe around that, something like that. 25 hexes, 30 hexes, something. Either way, we had a choice of either we had to fill out a form, a docs form for Wingbits, and we had a choice. Do you want a refund right then and there, back 100% of whatever you put in? Or you would get a bonus of if you could get it in tokens at TGE, and it would be a bonus or whatever. So if I spent, I don't know what I spent, $600 on hexes, I would get, what was it, 120% of that? 1.2, 1.4, maybe Jorge can remember. I don't exactly remember that. Again, that's how long ago it was. But we're now finding out that we will get those at TGE 100%, and they will not be locked or anything like that. So for those who chose the token airdrop option in a fiat refund, but experts will confirm that the token will be 100% unlocked within 7 instead of a fiat refund. So instead of wanting the cash, we wanted the tokens. We're going to get those unlocked within 7 days of TGE. You must make sure your wallet address. I would hope by now, if you're in Wingbits, that your wallet is attached. That's old news. That should have been done by now. You should have an owner wallet, even if you have some other host wallets. Hopefully you have your owner wallet attached to Wingbits by now. Even if you haven't did any claims, I think I might have did one claim just to test it out for them, but I'm not claiming just because I'm lazy, and it doesn't really matter because they're keeping their own register of what they owe you. So it doesn't matter what you claimed or not claimed. So at least know now you're getting your refunds. Alpha participants will be getting 150% of their hex purchase value in tokens. So again, I paid $20. So 150% of that is what, $30? So I'm getting $30 for purchase of each, or $30 worth of Wingbits. Beta participants will be getting 110% of the hex. So hey, I was an alpha. I told y'all before, I was in Wingbits back in probably, I want to say it was like June. I had one alpha station. That's what you allowed, one alpha station at the time. May or June, I had one station on top of my office to test out this thing, Wingbits, that was brand new. And I told you before, it was like me, and I believe it was Axie had something on the East Coast, one or two stations in the North, one or two stations on the West Coast, and that was it. The middle of the United States was empty as far as coverage. So that's how early we were. Hopefully, we see some type of TGE soon. We know it got delayed. That was discussed in that last AMA. Originally, we were talking about the end of August, early September. Then that got delayed. I don't know. They're trying to say it won't go much past that. At least that's what I heard. But again, apparently I imagine things because I get corrected on certain things that I think I hear that other people think they hear too, or something like that. Another announcement that they had, just for those while we're talking about Wingbits, important hardware update, high fix stations. We know that there have been a small amount. And again, I've said it before, if your station is one of the ones affected by this, you don't care how small it is. You just want it resolved. Apparently, some stations have had different issues. Some stations have had the seal on the top where the antenna meets the housing. There's a seal around there, and if you hold the station by the antenna and wiggle it too much and hold it from the side and the station's wiggling, that will break that seal. Water gets in, and water inside electronics normally doesn't mix well. but we've have seen some issues where ESD or some kind of electric static discharge has screwed up the LNAs, and that's what they're discussing. So they published a detailed report with the affected serial number ranges. I guess they can tell which ones were affected by these or potentially could be affected by this. Steps to take if your station has failed or still running, details on the replacement process and upcoming ESD adapter insert. So apparently, instead of you having to ship your device back, there's an ESD adapter that you can be able to insert on this. Context and issue and how HyFX is addressing it forward. So you can click on this and read all about it. So it looks like there's an effective range of 2,000 units from 2,000, whatever, a lot of zeros in one to 2208, then 305 to 4. The LNA cannot be repaired. HyFix replacement units built with updated protection. Prevent this, receive replacement. You got to fill out this form. Unit is safe to continue running. If your station has not failed, HyFix will then provide a retrofit ESD adapter insert that adds extra protection against static discharge going forward. See, the thing about this is like my station, I don't even know what number my station is. I guess I think I might have a picture of it, but mine, I've got mine hosted away. I've showed y'all pictures of it right on the Gulf of Mexico, about 2 hours south of me. If your station is not failed, just continue running. HyFix will provide you an adapter. The insert is the final stage development and testing. Once complete, you'll share an announcement explaining the process of requesting one. While not every station will fail, the insert helps reduce the risk in environments prone to static. Frustrated for the lost world. So there you go. So again, for the people who this is affected, I'm sorry. Not that I have anything to do with it, but I can understand your frustration. Paid that kind of money. Again, make sure that your anger or upsetness is aimed in the right direction. There's a reason why Wingbits did not want to. My nose is itching. I'm sorry. My allergies are killing me. I don't know. I think I'm picking my nose or something, but my allergies are killing me. But I don't want everybody getting upset with Wingbits and stuff like that. This is why Wingbits did not want to get in the hardware and the shipping business. Is one reason. Stuff like this. HyFix made the money on stations. Wingbits did not make a dime off any of these stations. Wingbits gave HyFix the specs of what they wanted to do. HyFix came out with the device. Yes, Wingbits tested it to a point, but nobody would have saw this type of stuff happening. And again, get pissed off at HyFix for charging all $1,000 for a GeoNet / Wingbits device and this kind of thing happening. Jay Styles, I was watching the news earlier today. I'm doing a little bit better. My wife makes fun of me, wants me to go see a doctor for my depression on my son because I'm still, upset with not upset, but depressed that my son's not here at college. And we saw that news article about Villanova, and I would have died. I would have died. Let me tell you how bad I am. My wife makes fun of me so bad. I have found the city where my son is going to school at. I have found their local news on the internet, and I watch their local news to see what's going on in the town where he's going to college at. That's how bad I am. But I'm getting better. She keeps reminding me that we had some issues with him in high school as far as grades, and at one point was really struggling with grades bad. Sophomore, junior year, and he really picked him up to bring him up as a senior to be eligible for college, to get accepted in college, to get assistance in getting paid for college, scholarship type stuff. So I have to just keep reminding myself of that. But bless you, man. Prayers for y'all. Like that's not a good hoax. I hope they find whoever did it. With the way people are spoofing phone numbers and stuff and calling hoaxes in, I can't see them catching that person unless they didn't do the hoax phone number right. But that is crazy. That when I saw that, I would flip out. Like if I would have heard that at my son's college, I would have died. I would have been driving up there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Driving up there, probably going to jail for driving up all crazy recklessly, because it's a 3.5 hour drive from me. But my ass would have been up there, halfway up there, before I found out it was a hoax. That would have been me. You know, as if it's not enough that you're worried about what's going on up there. While you're not around, you got to worry about stupid stuff like that. Howdy, the YS 6425. So what else did I talk about? We talked about the Yeezy token. If you shorted that, you made some pretty good money. It's funny how we hear about these things after, but again, for those who missed it, because I know you got more people in here now than when we talked about it, YZY token, the Yeezy token, rug pulled, and people lost all kinds of money, and I don't feel sorry for them. I guess I'm an a-hole, I'm grumpy, but name a, and somebody had I couldn't find it right now, but somebody had a good article on X about all the different celebrity tokens that have come out, meme tokens or not, and they've all failed. They've all rug pulled everything. Nobody can forget about Hawk Tour Girl and stuff like that. Why in the hell would you buy a Yeezy YZY token from Kanye if it even had anything to do with it? Because everybody now wants Kanye arrested. Kanye probably don't even know nothing about the damn token. Like I just can't believe we're still at a point that people are falling for that type of stuff. And I can only imagine it must be people who don't know much about crypto, because it's the couple of people I see talking about shorting it are people who know about crypto. So they must have just waited for it to get that first initial spike up, excuse me, and purchased and just waited for it to come down, because they look like they made some pretty good money from Yeezy. Kevin Ikers, I was planning on trying to do a video on that. I was doing a video on that tomorrow. EarnApp has come out with a new scale, and depending on who you talk to and who you read it from, whether it's a positive thing or negative thing, I don't know. What they paid for before was they paid us, like, you know, depending on what country you were in, 50 cents or 65 cents per gigabyte. Now they're going to pay you as far as uptime. And from what they're saying and their announcement is, the people, because I had some people on here who said, like, depending on what country they were in, they weren't getting paid hardly anything with EarnApp. And America was getting paid very well. Like I told you, I've cleared $650 from it already. I need $50 for something for my son. He needed $50 for something, and I'm like, I'm not sending my money. And all I did was took the EarnApp and then $50 to my PayPal. Within 15 hours, it hit my PayPal and sent that $50 to him, and that was it. But now it's going to be based off of uptime for each device. EarnApp's trying to say it's supposed to be more balanced. It's supposed to help the people who had the countries who attempted this. If there's anybody watching who did mention that, hey, my country didn't make hardly anything, you might want to make sure it's still plugged in and still going, and try it out now. You know, I don't know what. I have not looked at mine today. I look at mine almost every day because I have so many of them, and I always have one or two I'm going offline. Again, I got 12 or 13, but it seems like every day one out of, again, the 12 or 13 I got that I have running on a computer or I have running on a Pi needs to be rebooted. I don't know what it is, but like right now I'm showing. So yesterday I told y'all I just cleaned out $50 to give to my son. So Let me see if I can hide some location names just to keep things a little private. Let's see. So yesterday I had $15, so I've made $17. I mean, I made $7 in a day, which is about the same pace as I was making it last time, because it was 50 cents a device. That sounds about right. Which is still not bad. $22 in 3 days. I'll take that right now. $7 a day. But as you can see, the rates now, instead of it being per gigabyte, now they are per day. So I have 10, 10. I got one that must have went offline. 10, 10, $10 a day. At least it says it's $10 per month. Jesus, $10 per day. $10 per month. So when you do the math, so far it seems like mine is still getting about the same rate it was getting before. Y'all can tell me. So I'm leaving this project right now. And if you can't even technically call the project, because it's not based on crypto. It's just passive income. This is passive income at its finest. You literally don't have to do anything. You set it up on your Pi, you set it up on your computer, you just let it run. And again, you see right here on top what I have made so far. I've made $650 since the mid-June, cashed out onto PayPal. And then from PayPal, I can move it to my checking account. I can go pay somebody with it, do what I want to do with it. And I don't have to worry about token price. I don't have to worry about exchanges. I don't have to worry about anything. And it just runs. So I have my, if any of y'all want to get in on it, I have my referral link. It helps you out and helps me out. I appreciate it. I mean, I make a little bit off of whatever y'all are doing, but hey, it helps out the channel. It helps me out, helps my son in college. I appreciate it. YS says people giving up on DPIN. People want to make money fast. Tech Hustler pretty much gave up. Have you seen any Tech Hustlers? Listen, Tech Hustler's a buddy of mine. Chit chat with him offline not a decent amount, but occasionally. We're supposed to be getting together in November at one of the mining conferences. I'm going to buy the man a drink because he helped me out a lot last year getting this channel started. I have to give him that first. I have to give him those props first. But have you seen his videos lately? Because I called it. He basically, what he did is he had several DPIN projects that did not work anymore. They were paperweights. They were, I got a star, an entropy base right here from an entropy miner. The entropy base went out. So you just plug the little plug in, straight into the entropy ashlar. So if I go smash this, people think, oh, Conrad or Grumpy smashing his entropy ashlar. No, it's just broken. Same thing. I got a sense cap that at my office. I told y'all the sense cap that was on my buddy's tower that lasted for 4 years through hurricanes and everything. For my helium miner, my buddy's 400-foot tower. My #1 best helium miner out of 15 miners I got finally crapped out. Took it apart. Can't get the power up no matter what you do with it. And if I did a video smashing it to get more likes and to get y'all to spread it around like we all did, it makes y'all think I gave up on it. But I told y'all, as soon as there's a new project that looks a little interesting that he can give out with a code, and guess what? You go check his channel right now. He came out with a new one today. Another sound and light monitor. I was looking at it during lunchtime today. Another sound in YouTube project, not YouTube, sound and voice project, or sound and light and stuff like that. Let's see. Tech Hustler, he's a hustler. I give it to him. He hustles. He does what You know, I have nothing else to say about the dude. I just think it's funny. He hated deep pin, all stuff, getting Bitcoin starts doing some videos from his car, and he does one saying alt season's over with, and I'm looking for the video today I watched. Well, I must imagine it because I don't see it unless it was on X or something like that. Trying to remember what the hell it was called because I joined it just so I can keep up with it. Anybody know what I'm talking about? No, I'm opposed to the whole. This dude's posting all kinds of stuff. I know I wasn't losing my mind.
Here.
This dude's posting
I've been
all
talking
kinds
to
of
the
stuff.
team of the Polite
Network
for the past couple
And it's
weeks,
a-
and
it's
they just sent me their brand
sensor
new
that
Polite Network
it
miner.
monitors
You can see
light
right on the
and
front
it
we have a
monitors
light
sound.
sensor, and up top we
And that's
have
basically
a
all we know.
noise
The Polite
sensor.
Network.
With this device,
Crazily
you're
new,
going to
but here you go.
earn
But my point with all this is,
Polite
it's he didn't give up on deep pin that much.
because Polite Network miner.
He's got something going on with the Polite Network.
Monitor sound. Sensor, and up top we
And that's
have
basically
a
all we know.
Polite
Network.
With this device,
Crazily
you're
new,
going to
but here you
earn
go. But my point with all this is,
Polite
he didn't give up on
token,
does earn up, do KYC. Nope.
Network miner.
He's got something going on with the Polite Network. No KYC.
And that's
basically all we know. You set up an email. Set up your devices, kind of like Tailscale, if you're familiar with Tailscale. When you load it on the device, it gives you a link. You add the link to Chrome or something like that. It ties it to your whatever. And then when you're ready for payout, you just go to set up your devices, kind of like Tailscale, if you're familiar with Tailscale. I'll show you how to use device. It gives you a link. You add the link $22 Chrome or something like that. It ties cash out, PayPal. You go right here, and then everybody just saw all my email addresses. You just go, but you go right here and you type in what email you want your PayPal to go to. I mean, what PayPal account you want it to go to. You choose. Or it tells you the amount, and you press withdraw. PayPal. Period. You go right if here. If you accidentally type the wrong email address in, I don't know what happens. And you type in what email. Don't know. You can also do Amazon gift card or this Wise thing. I'm not familiar with Wise. I've heard of it, but I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar as I haven't did it. And you press. But you can do Amazon gift card. Hey, you need to give out a gift card, $50 gift card for somebody for a gift. Email address in. I don't know what happens. Your money onto it. That quick. You can also do Amazon gift card or this Wise thing. I'm not familiar with Wise. I've heard of it, but I'm not familiar. The miners are free for the YouTube. I'm gonna tell you why. Yes, it has to be more than that. Cause just because it gets a free miner doesn't mean I'm automatically doing a video on it. I think he might. That quick. If you listen, he gives out a code. So if he's giving out a code, that means he's making a little bit more than that. But again, hey, I respect the hustle, but I have did videos already on. Just because it gets a free, I did some a while back on is deep pin dead. Is deep pin really solving issues, or is it just rehashing issues that we don't normally use the blockchain for? That now we're using the blockchain for. But I quit. I'm basically not doing Silencio anymore because I just see some huge flaws with it. Because people can sit inside of a car in front of a venue, run the venue, sound check, the blockchain for that. Now we're using the blockchain. Sorry if I had an echo. Run the venue sound check, and then you I just see some huge flaws with it. It's not accurate, and people can sit inside of a car with the price of that going down. Apparently, they're not buying. They're not putting into liquidity. Does that mean they don't have paying customers? Sorry, I don't know. Run the venue sound check. You look at Nadix, and then you look at Sword Chain. You look at Demo, and you look at these prices just going straight south. The price of that going down, apparently they're not. And you wonder, are people buying? It's people. You know, I argue about this with Demo all day. I know when I joined it, they said they were going to sell our data, and now they swear they never said that. That it was always up to us to sell our data. What sense would that make? Who would join that? So, you know, I argue about this. Yeah, do I think DPIN is going to fill a niche? Absolutely. I know, you know, I joined it, they said they were going to sell our data, and now again, I did a whole video on this. I don't want to rehash the whole thing. But us to sell our data. What sense would that make? Who would join that? I think we got spoiled on helium. I tell everybody this will be the 723rd time I've told this story. But hey, I made, you know, I got a helium device with 3 buddies. Paid $5,000 for it on eBay, and when we were so early with helium, we ROI'd on that $5,000 in 17 days. Where we screwed up, we went and bought 20 more devices with all of our profits, and we use our profits for some other stuff and got a Crow card and different things like that. But my point is, I think that spoiled us. So we keep thinking that, hey, there's a new project, Combiner. Hey, let's get in early. Maybe that will be the one that will get us, I ain't gonna say rich, but financially sound. If that's the word you use. I ain't gonna say Lambos because I can't fit in a Lambo. So we keep thinking, but hey, there's a new project, you know, Wingbits. Wingbits has told us from day one that do not get all excited for our project. Don't think that our project is gonna go buy you Lambos and stuff. Hey, we're hoping, and again, I might be imagining this again. It might be the Mandela effect or whatever it's called, where I'm imagining stuff. But Wingbits has told us from day one that do not get all excited for our project. I remember them one time saying, "Hey, if you can ROI on our devices between 6, 8, 9 months." We're hoping, and that's kind of what their goal and what they would hope for you. They're not out here saying, hey, go buy our devices and you ROI in 30 days and everything else is profit. They're trying to keep it real with you. I remember them one time saying, hey, if you can ROI. I don't know. You know, I've tried to keep this attitude that the reason I still do Sword Chain, the reason I still do Nadix, the reason I still do Rover and Demo and whatever the hell cells I'm doing on is that you're stacking up this much and you're stacking up this much and you're stacking up this much and stacking this much, kind of like if y'all watch Scooby-Doo, I know I'm aging myself, but you know them sandwiches he used to make. So now I'm actually making this per day, even though technically it's really this in Nadix and this in Sword Chain, and I've tried to keep this attitude, but it's hard. It's hard when you go and, you know, I got dropped today. I know some of y'all gonna be very upset with me, but I got dropped today. My Sword Chain tokens, because I told y'all about Sword Chain doing the video feed now, and I've tried to keep as if there needs another, at least as if there needs to be another project. You know, I got dropped doing video feeds from your dashboard. But anyway, dropped today. So I did Sword Chain, and I got, I want to say it was like 40,000 tokens dropped to me today. Feed now. No, it was more than that. At least as if there needs to be another project. It was right at $90. That's all I do now. But anyway, so I did Sword Chain, and I got, let's see, I want to say it was like 40,000 tokens dropped to me today. Feed now. No, it was more than that. At least as if there needs to be about 47,000. It was right at $90. Hey, $90 is a good chunk. If I was smart, I would sell it. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you can even sell that much, I would sell it. But I'm not smart. I've never been. 45,000. About 47,000. 100. $90 is a good chunk. That's what I got dropped to me today. If I was doing the dashboard, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you can even thing with Sword Chain, I would sell it. But I'm not smart. I've never listen. Can I not listen? I ain't gonna spend $86 another bottle of rum or something like that. But I'm staking it. I'm letting y'all know right now I'm staking it because it's going to make my stake tokens go from
doing the dashboard
60 a day to over 100 a day. And we're just holding out hope that maybe they can sell this data to somebody and resurrect this price a little bit. I mean, hell, this dropped 40% in a month. That's horrible. 25%. I mean, it's
we're just holding out hope that maybe they can sell this data.
I think it's on life support. Like, I look at this and think, what the hell am I doing holding on to these tokens? So, you know, I don't know. All right, I thought I turned down my sound. I had to click another box. There you go. How about that? That should fix it. So anyway, I apologize for that. But yeah, I bought. I mean, I'm holding on to my tokens. In the long run, I know it's gonna be a mistake, but I just think prices are so low in all these projects like Nadix and all these other ones. Like, I just don't even want to sell. Not that I don't want to dump the price, because I don't think my couple of tokens dump the price. I'm holding out hope that there is still a sliver of a chance of some type of alt season still, that, you know, and I have a saying that even chit, you know, CHIT, chit tokens go up during a hard alt season, I'm hoping it brings back up Demo and GeoNet and SwordChain and Nadix, that it becomes worthwhile to sell. That what else you got to hold out hope for? But like you're saying though, YS, I agree with you to a point that if these DPIM projects don't become or don't stay relevant or profitable, who the hell is going to get in them? You know, I got people emailing me all the time about some of these DPIM projects, and I'm like, you know, the toothbrush one, Brusho releases tomorrow. Haven't decided if I'm gonna get one yet. I'm trying to get one, like you said, for a YouTube video. I'm hoping I can just get one, demo it for y'all, see what it is. But I think, you know, I don't know if it was Jay Styles or somebody, you know, even questioned, you know, where's the revenue going to come in at? Why would dentistry or dentist offices or the dental industry buy this brushing data from Brusho? Because if they don't sell it and put that money back into the liquidity of the token's going to look like this, like you see right now. Listen, I have a side business, and you have to keep some profits to continue to run your business. So I'm split on both sides. Demo has to keep their doors open. So even if they are selling the data, GeoNet, SwordChain, Silencio, Nadix, I'll keep using all of them. If they are selling anything, they can't put all that, you know, if they sell a contract, like I have no idea, let's just say $50,000. They can't put all $50,000 into liquidity into the token to boost the token price up, because they have to keep the doors open and pay for servers and electricity and for developers and employees. But they better put something into the token if they want to keep it going. And, you know, y'all know I have my rules of crypto, and Grumpy's rules of crypto. And sometimes DPIN people don't know business. They don't know how to run business. It should say really crypto people. Crypto people, crypto project people don't know how to run a business. And traditional business people don't know how to run a crypto project. I truly believe that, you know, I stole that from somebody, but to me, it's very accurate. We can sit and talk about it. If they don't I don't want them to do anything to improperly prop up the price of the token, but, you know, Helium sells data, whatever they do, and then that money goes into the token and boosts the token price up. These DPIM projects are going to have to do that, because Who the hell's gonna get in that project if you're not new? Think about it. Hive Mapper. We talked about Hive Mapper the last video I did, the last live I did. Who the hell would get in Hive Mapper today? You don't make that. Who would get in GeoNet? Who's gonna go pay for a GeoNet device that takes 500 days to ROI? I am 20 months into that demo project, and because of the price drop, I still have not ROI'd on 3 macarons, and I have 5 now. 2 of them I got for free for the last 3 months, and I still haven't ROI'd on it. Who's getting into that? What new blood are you going to have coming into these projects if you can't pay people? Now, people like, people get pissed off. I'm going to unplug my Weather XM device. Dude, who are you hurting? One device getting unplugged is not going to hurt that project. You might as well sit there and make your 65 cents a day. Because why not? Like, I question that also with the people at Helium. I'm going to unplug all my Helium devices. Why? Now, I unplugged my Helium devices that I had on rooftops where I was paying for an ISP to give me internet, because I was paying more for internet than I was paying. At one point, it was so bad with Helium. Like now, I was paying almost triple for internet than what I'm making in a month with Helium. That doesn't make sense. I'd unplug those. But, most businesses are purchased on a 5-year ROI. But car camping guy, if I told you, hey, come in this deep end project, but it's going to take you 5 years to ROI, ain't nobody getting in that project. If Combinder and Brusho and whatever this other one was that I just showed from whatever that one was that I showed from Polite Network. Those are 3 brand new deep end projects that haven't gone to full mainnet yet. If I said, hey brothers, come join this project. If I did a video and said, here are 3 good projects for y'all on deep end, but it's going to take y'all 5 years to ROI. If I told you straight up, it would take you over a year to ROI, majority of people are going to say, screw that. Now, I know Axie, if he's lurking, Axie's going to say, well, depending on how much I really like the tech and really like the project, you might have a couple exceptions here or there, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about Polite Network. Do we need another sound and light miner? Like, this is like the weather, and this is like, I talk about Weather XN and Nubla and stuff like that. Like, who sits around saying, what we need? We in this deep pin round table discussion, we got this money, we got investors. What deep pin project should we come up with that is going to be successful? I know. Let's do a weather station. We already got 3 weather stations. Yeah, but we're going to do it differently. Really? Do we need another? This is at least the 3rd sound measurement deep pin project that I know of. Talking about Polite Network, because you had Fry. We all know what joke that was. Then Silencio, and now you have this one. Same thing. Fry had a light sensor one too. Hey, you know what, guys? What deep pin project should we come up with next? I know. Let's come up with a light sensor. You know what? Let's come up with smart plugs. You know what? Let's come up with data mining. People have all this unused bandwidth. We can do it differently than what Grass and what Honeygain and what Earn App and what everything. We're gonna what else? Like, y'all tell me if I'm wrong or not. Well, yes, that's one thing that I do agree with Tech Hustler on. One thing that, if you're new to my channel, I will admit mistakes. And one of my personal mistakes is in the last 2 years not collecting more Bitcoin. I've always been the one, and when people came to me for advice at work, I've told them Bitcoin's at 60 grand, 70 grand, and 80 grand. And for you just to double your money, it needs to get to 160 grand. You need to get into Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, VET, XRP, Cardano, because I still say VET. If VET goes back to all-time high, you're 10x in your money. But guess what? Get into WIF. You want to get in the meme coin? Get into WIF. WIF has what 3x to 3x since I did my video on it. So you still did better than Bitcoin, but in the long run, I regret not collecting more Bitcoin. You know, instead of taking some of my HNT and converting it every day to Solana, maybe I need to convert it to Bitcoin. You know, I'm in. There's part of me that I feel. There's part of me that I feel that you're right. These deep pin projects and somebody else. I don't know who it is. So if it's somebody in this chat that said this, and I'm not using your name, I apologize. I don't know if it was Axie, Jay Styles, one of these guys like that. But somebody told me that all they do with deep pin or IoT is use that to buy other tokens. When they get those tokens, if they can, because like Chirp wants to go on X and brag. Yeah, we got 100 million whatever tokens locked up. Yeah, because you locked them from us and we can't sell them. Don't brag about it. So some projects are locked, but the projects that ain't locked, some people use IoT tokens, deep pin tokens, deep pin project tokens, or even some alts as they get profits in alts and they turn it around and put it in Bitcoin. But my thing is right now with alts being, with these deep in projects being so basement bottom low, do I really want to sell them? I don't know. Because if Bitcoin goes up some more, you're going to make the profit in Bitcoin. But you keep watching these YouTubers who know way more than me about the whole tokenomic stuff and the cycles. And what they keep saying, oh, Bitcoin's going down because that's about to start the alt season. Well, you keep hearing that. So you're like, well, why would I get Bitcoin right now when it's supposed to be going down to start the alt season? I don't know. I don't know. Y'all making my head hurt. Oh, the car damping guy says, name one NASDAQ company that gave you a 1-year ROI. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just look at it as is crypto and deep pin's different. So what I'm gonna ask you is, so if I told you get into one of these new networks that's still in beta, or test net, or whatever you want to call it, but you definitely are not going to see an ROI for at least 1 year, 2 years. You don't have an issue with that? You know, I don't know. You know, because somebody asked me one time should I just stick to the projects that were free? You know, you have like when Nadix came out, when Silencio came out, those were free projects to get into. And it seems like you're making the same thing as you're making with Demo and SwordChain, that you had to pay for a device. So at least with Silencio and Nadix paying me crumbs, I didn't pay a dime, but the effort it took to download the app. Retro Mike Tech says, same with Helium Mobile, used it to DCA. That's what they do. You use Demo to Stackmatic and then ultimately use it to diversify across swapped out Demo weekly for 2.5 years. 2+ years. Hey, that was hell of a job to you. Mega props to you, because I was doing the same thing with when Helium was paying an IoT. Because remember, I've been in Helium for since 2020. 2021 was when I accumulated 20 plus 25 almost stations, and I have a stack of HNT. So when this IoT thing came out, I collected some of it, but I told you, I showed y'all in videos. I was straight just stacking Solana with it. But I also, in the long run, think I'm hurting myself to a point because I collected Solana at $8, $10, and $12 when I was on the Helium Discords and the Helium Facebook groups telling people, and everybody's like, Helium just went to Solana and Solana is dead because of SBF or whatever it was. And y'all need to be owning Solana. And I was like, just give it to me. Y'all don't want it? That's fine. I'll take it. So I bought all the Solana at $8, $10, $12, $13, $15, $20. But now that I'm buying it or trading my IoT for Solana, or even DCing into now, am I really helping myself? Because all I'm doing is bringing up my average cost. But I don't know. That's what, and that's what I'm hoping for. Jay Styles says he agrees. Deep in projects are just too low to even sell. Even a slight all season would be a good game for us at 3x or more. Because what you've seen on some of our projects, when Solana has this huge jump, it brings everything up also. Could it be just timing? Could it be the alt projects doing it? But when Solana had this big jump a while back, you watched Entropy and Helium, something else on Solana. They all followed it. So one thing I can tell y'all, for those who don't come here often, I've said this before. I don't know how I'm going to figure out the timing. I watch videos also. But one thing I'm telling y'all, 2-3 years ago, I watched my Exodus wallet, the value drop 90+%. And that is a sickening feeling I will never go through again. I might not sell some of my tokens when they're at the top. I'm not selling all my tokens, but I can tell you right now, Grumpy is taking profits. If there's a hard alt season, like they still saying we're going to have, I still say that's going to be October, November, maybe even into December, but who knows? Just with some of the different videos I watch and stuff like that, that's what they're still thinking. October's, November's, December's. When I see these prices going way up here, like I think some price is going to go, I'm starting to sip my profits. I'm not. And look, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with my profits, because I know me. I took a little bit of profits last time and put it into USDC, and all I did was go buy more crap that end up losing value. And what you're going to do, you're going to take it out and put it into the good old American dollar or the Canadian dollar or whatever, to watch inflation eat it up, because that's the whole reason some of us got into crypto, is because inflation. You're going to go buy gold with it. I priced gold about a month ago when crypto was going to crap. I said, maybe I need to invest a little bit into like some real gold. When I saw what that was going for, I'm like, I'm sticking with crypto. So, I don't know. And see here, guys tell me he's selling his gold. I know, look, I got a buddy at work. That's all he's into is gold and some silver, And, at one point he was like, man, y'all making all this profit with crypto and gold is just barely crawling. But it's like the old Bugs Bunny cartoon with the turtle versus the hare. It's slow and steady. And you look at gold, and gold might be doing this. Depending on when you got in crypto, you beat out gold. But lately, gold was making crypto look silly. No, I believe in diversifying. I was looking at today my retirement paperwork. If I want to retire, I'm eligible to retire with 30 years in 10 months. But if you stay an extra year and that pension gets moved for one more year, your pension goes up to like, holy hell. Like, and then if you stay an extra 2 years, your pension goes like this. An extra 3 years, your pension goes like this. And you're like, you know what? I could put up with a lot of BS for what some of them numbers are at the end of that paper. It's, I don't know. Solana is a solid play. We all use it, and going away isn't going to a project switching it from every. Jay Styles, I if if and y'all know I hate doing price predictions. Hate doing price predictions. But Solana is one that I will give a price prediction. I've seen too many different people too many across the board give price predictions on Solana. In the low end, if we still have this hard alt season, they're still talking about a $600, $700 Solana. Because someone were talking about $1,000. I think that's out of range. But we were at a $300 Solana not too long ago. It might be 6 to 8 months ago, whatever it was. So if we could hit 300 during those times, you know, if we're going to get Vet and Cardano and some of these other ones back just to an all-time high, Crow, I've told y'all, if Crow, Crypto.com, Crow, Kronos, whatever they want to call it this week, just let that get back to an all-time high. I've collected so much in that Crow card, it's crazy. I killed it. We have a good alt season. You let Solana get back to $600-$700. Kronos get back to $1. Vet get back to 25 cents. Atom get back to $40. Cardano get back to 3 something. Y'all gonna see me with gold chains like that. Y'all gonna see me with a smile. I ain't gonna be called grumpy because I'm paying off debt. That's what I'm doing first. Paying off debt. And then maybe one day get my fishing boat that on the side that says crypto is a scam. And on the other side, it's going to say Bitcoin is a Ponzi. As I roll by everybody. That's what I want. My fishing boat so I can take my family fishing. I don't know, guys. I think we at a crossroads with crypto. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Y'all go watch Tech Hustler. I know I keep making fun of my boy, but what's he say right here? We missed out. He's the only one saying it, but he says we missed out on alt season. I don't know. That must have been when I was unconscious in the hospital after my surgery that we missed out on the alt season. But hey, you DCA in every, payday. I got several people at work doing that come to me. How do I get back? How do I get into crypto? I ask them how risky they want to get. I give them 4 or 5 tokens, Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum, XRP, depending on what price it is, because I don't think it's getting to this crazy price. And, Vet, a couple other tokens. And I tell them you put $20 a paycheck into it. DCA. You want to spend $100 on crypto a paycheck, pick 4 for $25. And you just DCA. That's what George has always said is better for the long run. And he knows way more than me. He's got way more subscribers than I got. Oh. What else? Anything else? Anything else I missed out on that we didn't discuss? Make sure you're in my Discord. We discuss all these different projects. It is getting a little crazy with the number of projects, but hey, you just click on the project that you want. So make sure you're in my Discord. There should be a link in the description below. We're talking about Wingbits, and I have a general page, and then I have all the different projects that we discuss. Make sure you check those out. Hunting, fishing, been playing some Call of Duty and streaming the voice channel through here, streaming the video through there. If anybody wants to jump in, we play casuals because we're old until the sweaty people join, and then it's time to go to bed. But make sure you hit the like button for me. I appreciate it. Do you run Byte Benefit on machines you run? Kevin Icor says, do you run Byte Benefit? Never heard of it. But it's kind of like what I just said before. Not that I'm knocking Byte Benefit. I don't know anything about it. But just like I said, so yeah, Byte Benefit, Earn App, Grass, Pawns, honey game. Who's sitting around a round table and saying, you know what? Let's come up with a deep end project. I know. Let's tap into people's unused bandwidth. I don't have no more unused bandwidth. I got a 1 gig connection in my house, and y'all sucking out 975 megs of it, leaving me 25 megs to play Call of Duty at night and wonder why I'm dying. Because y'all sucking it out. No, but I don't run anything on this computer. Y'all know that. But all my other ones and my other networks and other networks I pay for, where I got ISPs and stuff I'm paying for, Wingbits devices all over the South. Every one of them that's on a Pi or a La Potato, sweet potato. They're all running Earn app. Not really Grass, because Grass doesn't have a Linux, Debian, whatever you want to call it, Raspberry Pi thing. But I guess I'll have to look at it. I'll look at it. I'm gonna have to write it down because I'm old. Byte. And no shit. Never know. If I'm already running all these other ones. I had to send a helium monitor to my son at college because where he's at college at doesn't have any operable helium miners. He has a demo device in his truck that's on a streak for 2 years now. I guess it's been, was it 18 months, 20 months? I don't want to lose the streak. So I had to go send him a helium miner, priority mail it so he gets it in before Sunday. So he can go plug it in at his dorm because he parks close to where his dorm is, just so I can keep the demo streak going. What sense does that make? Aren't you kind of pigeonholing yourself? So people who bought demo macarons, they have to make sure that there's a helium device operable. Or what happens if there was a demo machine operable in their area and now somebody took it offline? So now you're missing out on demo macaron. Like, oh. Guy, I barely have time to play Call of Duty at night. If any of y'all from the old helium days remember Fluffy, that's David. Me and him play with another guy. Every now and then we have a fourth that jumps in. I think it was Jay Styles. Somebody said they were going to jump in with us at one point. He must have got too scared. But yeah, we play for an hour and a half at night, and I'll start getting too tired because we're getting old. It's past our bedtimes. Got to wake up early in the morning. Usually I'm up past, way past this point, editing videos and making videos and stuff like that. So I appreciate all the support. Appreciate everybody who follows me. Don't forget, tomorrow, do one last shout out. Like, real quick, just what I'm talking about earlier with the weather station. I thought Nubla still hasn't gone mainnet yet. Oh, they must be waiting on Wingbits. But you have 2 different weather stations still right there going too. Man, I still have people buying Nublas. I will tell you right now, because like I said, with my code, I can see what people buy. I have no idea who's buying them. I don't know what part of the country or even what country they're in. It just says your code was used on this device. Your code using this device. I still got people buying WB200s, MGW310s, and Nubulas. But tomorrow, you got the big drop. Brusho. Don't forget, use my code. Get $15 off. I see the video is black, but everything I'm seeing right here is white. And what I'm trying to figure out also is, do you get 3 brush heads at first? Because the videos show one on here like this. The video shows 1 attached and 2 extra. So case, that's 9 months worth of brush heads. But right here it says 2x brush heads. 2 extra or just 2 times? Because there's 1 brush head go on top of the brush. And how the hell somebody, this is why helium deploy is full of smack, because ain't nobody buying Brusho yet. Brush and earn. And like I said, hey, if it gets people to brush their teeth, if you get the kids to brush their teeth, I don't think you can go buy Lambo with your Brusho tokens, rewards, and stuff like that. Says there's no lock. 24-month. Investors only got 10% of the. What will they think of next? Brusho 7. Wait a minute. They moved it back. This was supposed to drop tomorrow. Unless they're not taking limited quantities anymore. This was supposed to drop tomorrow because Yep, it looks like they pushed it back. I don't know. Oh, all right, guys, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to reach out to my helium deploy people and find out if this got pushed back, because that's what it looks. I'm disappointed, man. Looking at getting me a Brusho. I'm going to have to brush my teeth old-fashioned way. Well, I appreciate everybody who's watching. I hope everybody has a good evening. Should be able to get a video or two out this weekend of some stuff coming out, some different things I'm looking at. And also, don't forget, Monday will be my reviewing all of our projects, see what's updated, see what's new, see what's going on. But thank you all for watching.